Hi, I'm Edward Trojanowski. You are watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so the current unified WBA, IBF, WBO and IBO World Heavyweight Champion and former undisputed Cruiserweight World Champion Aleksandr Usyk has now returned to Ukraine and vows to defend Ukraine against the Russian invasion. Wladimir Klitschko and his brother Vitali Klitschko, of course, they've already pledged to stay and defend Ukraine, both of these former world heavyweight champions. Vitali Klitschko, of course, is the current mayor of Kiev. Now, we know that Ukraine, they have mandated that all males within a certain age group, is it over 18 to 65 or something like that? I'm not entirely sure of it, to be honest with you, have said to enlist to defend your country. Vasily Lomachenko has apparently left Ukraine and entered Greece with his family. Now, I'm not going to put judgment on Vasily Lomachenko. I'm not, okay, because ultimately we don't know what it is that he's doing. He could have gone over there, doing a few things, make sure his family's safe, then he's going to come back on his own to Ukraine. It could well be that. Or maybe not. Maybe not. And if you're in his situation, what is it that you would do? It's very hard to answer that question unless you're actually in it. It's all very well us sitting here when bombs and missiles and that aren't going over our heads, what we would do in that situation. And that's the reality of it. But anyway, I'm sure we'll find out in time. So currently, you do have to give huge props to the Klitschko brothers and, of course, Aleksandr Usyk as well for staying to defend their country. But, of course, recently today, and I'll put links in the description box for you, with Vladimir Klitschko and Aleksandr Usyk putting out pleas. Vladimir, he's putting out a plea to Europe and, of course, the rest of the world to act now and help Ukraine against the Russian invaders. Aleksandr Usyk, he's pleading with Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, to back off, to stop the war. Now, as I said before, I don't get into the politics of this kind of thing. It's not on my front doorstep, and I don't really watch news. And one of the reasons why I don't watch news is because you don't know what you're being fed. You don't know what half-truths are coming through. You don't know what narratives are coming through. You just don't know. You really don't know. So it is difficult to say what exactly is the truth to all of it. We don't know. But ultimately, we're not in that situation, and so far, we can count ourselves blessed. I mean, I'm seeing certain things pop up, and again, I'm not looking for it, that Russia are looking to have China on their side, and China are currently refusing, but is it just a public refusal? But behind closed doors, yes, we're going to help you out. We don't know. Is this going to lead on to something more catastrophic? But right now, listen, you have to give massive credit to Aleksandr Usyk, to Wladimir Klitschko and Vitali Klitschko, and of course everybody else who is of course helping out. Of course, there's plenty of professional sports people, men and women out there in Ukraine who will be defending. I don't know what the other professional boxers and amateur boxers of Ukraine are doing. How do people in Russia feel about it? We know that the WBO are looking to put some kind of sanctions on against Russian fighters. The WBA are going to be making a decision on Monday about that as well. Now, is it fair to or unfair to penalise individuals based on what their country's doing? Maybe they're anti-war. Maybe they believe that Ukraine shouldn't be invaded. It's difficult to say. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because obviously I'm getting a lot of messages saying, what do I think about Vasily Lomachenko fleeing Ukraine? Is he a coward? Is he this? Is he that? And as I said, I really don't know. I really don't know what his thoughts are. I wouldn't like to guess, because I said I'm not in his position, thankfully, and hopefully I never will be. But I like to think that he's just doing it just to keep his family safe, because at the end of the day, that's always going to be your priority, isn't it? Your family is going to be priority. You get them somewhere safe, and then you go back and chip in and help out as best you possibly can. Or maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just stay in Greece and just stay out of it. I wouldn't want to be him on his return to Ukraine at some point, because, I mean, obviously they'll just blacklist him, won't they? They'll just turn their back on him because he'll feel that that's what he did with them. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But right now, massive props to Aleksandr Usyk, Vitali Klitschko, Vladimir Klitschko. Will this affect, as I did a video was about a week ago now. Will this affect the Anthony Joshua rematch? Some people said that I was mad for even suggesting that that's even a possibility. Russia will never invade Ukraine. I'm talking absolute bollocks. Hey, I do talk bollocks sometimes, I do. But on that situation, it was a genuine, maybe we won't get the rematch with Anthony Joshua. Again, people have asked, if that was to happen, what would happen with the belts? I mean, ultimately, there's more important things in the world to worry about than where the belts are going. Would Anthony Joshua get all the belts back? No, of course not. Because I think worst case scenario, Aleksandr Usyk will have to vacate the belts, or he'll get stripped of the belts but get put as champion in recess. So on his return, he'll get to fight for any of the sanctioning bodies that he chooses. And currently, Anthony Joshua, if all the belts get vacated, he can only go fight one person for one of the belts. I.e., if he won the WBO, he'll have to go fight Joe Joyce. And anyway, that's something totally separate. So, horrible situation as to what's going on in Ukraine. I think we can all agree on that one. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.